Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Tuesday morning. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I know my day is starting off bad already. No coffee this morning, no water, drinking a Coca-Cola. Our pipes are frozen. Yay! I hate this house. But I hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, man. Oh. We're just playing some Elite Dangerous this morning, continuing on. We're going to do some more planetary missions, see if we can keep from getting blown up, or see how many times we can get blown up before the day's over. Record so far is 2. That was set yesterday. So we're just going to keep it up and see how we go. But good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, the weather's nice where y'all are, because here it... No comment. Oh, but let's see. All right, we are going to control. Okay. Here's a nice little mission for 1.6 million credits. Which means we're probably going to get blown up on this one too. But hey, as long as we're having fun, that's all that matters, and everybody gets a big kick out of it. So let's see. Okay, Darian. I haven't changed the ship setup. I don't think last night, but let me take a quick little gander and make sure. Okay, planetary vehicle, detailed surface scanner. Okay, we're still good. Let's see, we've got our mission. We're at our spaceport. We're fully fueled. Setting in our course. It's going to be a quick little jump. We'll get there in no time flat. And let's see if voice attack is working for us this morning. Launch. Hey, she's still working. Something's looking good. Yeah, we're going to try to keep from going boom this morning. Keyword, try. I hope everybody had a good night last night, got some good sleep and rest. I'm back to sleeping a couple hours and being up the rest of the night. I know if that continues, then we're just going to start, instead of at 5 o'clock, probably somewhere around 3 from now on. I think the cold air outside and the heater inside is just keeping me up too much. Hey, good morning, Nymphrede. Yeah, I know. I know, sir. I know. Those late nights working, I do understand. I've been there. Believe me, I have been there. Yeah. We used to have to do survey work at night where we had to watch river readings, watching the flow of the river, taking shots on a floating device about every 10 minutes. Those were a lot more fun than the ones where we had to get sunshots. That's where we had to have special solar polarized filters on our instrument and look directly at the sun. That one made no sense to me. But it's okay, whatever it was. We got paid for it, so I mean, of course, nav beacons on the backside of the sun. And then doing that work in the prisons. That one was always kind of a pain in the butt. But it was easier to deal with the prisoners at night because most of the time they were sleeping. So we had very little interaction. So how are you doing today so far, Imfried? At least you didn't pull a Jimmy and unzip your entire mod folder for Farm Sim because you were lurking in DC stream and he was getting hit by jump scare. What? No way. He did? Oh. Wow. Okay. That was wow. He really did that. He did, as careful as he is. He over 3,000 files in his folder now. Uh, I I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm I'm gonna have to kind of aggravate him about that this morning. I, we're gonna have a little discussion. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, that makes me laugh enough to forget about my frozen pipes this morning. Oh my god. Wow. That mm, I wonder how long it took him to fix that problem. Yeah, except for one thing. Yeah, I can sit here and I can laugh about it, but if it messes up his stream, it creates a problem. Just so long as it doesn't interfere with his stream today, we can laugh about it. But man, if that does, it happened 3 to 4 hours ago. He still might be working on it. Uh, yeah. I think he's got somewhere about 130 mods on his server. That's yeah, because if that interferes with his stream today, that's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Yeah, I hope not too. That man's busted his butt to get everything he's got right now. You know, he's worked his tail off to make partner. He's worked his tail off to make everything grow, and finally got everything to where he wants it and operating just right. And I'm sure he was cussing the whole time, but unbelievable. Hey, good morning, Jeep Guy. How are you doing today? Let's see if we can. Yeah, I know. We're kind of hard to do this because we got the thing going on too. Good morning, Jeep Guy. How are you doing today, sir? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in a good friend of the stream, Mr. Jeep Guy 904 and Mr. Imfree 2010. If you don't know who these guys are, please go click their links, give them a follow, leave their notification bells alone, and make sure you tell them Astro sent you over. How have you been doing, Jeep? Hope you've been doing well, sir. Oh, I hope everything's been well for you, treating you good. Oh, a cam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've always been having a cam. We just haven't been having it on a lot lately. We started making some changes in January. Cam was one of them. It went back on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were just talking about an accident that apparently Red had last night by unzipping all the mods in his farm sim folder. Can't wait to hear what he has to say about this. Doing all right, working a lot. That's good, though. That's good. We're glad to hear you doing fine. How's the family? Let's see, we're gonna pitch our angle up just a little bit. Don't want to get that close to the and we are currently somewhere around 2K away from them. So let's fly a little bit further off. Oh, that's actually taking us closer. We're going to fly just a little bit further away from them. This way here we don't start setting off alarms and trespass warnings and all those good things that we want to try to avoid doing. We'll keep a minimum forward thrust going on. It will just start dropping down to the planet's surface. I know we're about 3 kilometers up right now, so we'll just slowly start going down. Now at 2. All right. We're about 1.25 kilometers above the planet's surface. Still got a very slow drop right now. Turn back around to the target area because we don't really want to be 7 kilometers out. Still would like to stick to around 5. That's why we've got a little bit of a drive distance, but we're staying outside of any potential targeting zones. Let's see, we're going to drop our landing gear. Turn on our night vision. And hopefully we're going to find ourselves a nice flat landing spot right off the bat. They're doing good, but Sheep almost broke her foot. She kicked this. Ooh. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. Yeah. Good friend of mine last year, she ended up kicking some big kind of like cedar chest or something she's had for years that don't move, and she kicked it across the floor. She actually did break her foot and a couple toes in the process. But I hope she's okay. I really do. I can honestly say I've never broke my foot, but I have broke 4 toes before. All on the same foot, and I was in, oh God, I was in such pain. Oh, of course. It's unsuitable. So let's see if we can gently find some if we move forward. There we go. There we go. Nice level descent. Make sure landing gear is down. "30 meters and closing." There we go. This happened the other day. Why is this thing not powering up? Here we go. I don't ever turn it off. Why does it power itself down? Now we can deploy. Now we can. Doctor said she sprained the top of her foot. I don't know, springs sometimes hurt worse than bricks do. Hey, good morning, Commander Orange Phoenix. How are you doing this morning, sir? Hope you are doing well. Let me get you a shout out, sir. I can't type this morning. Still too early. Still too early. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Commander Orange Phoenix, another great friend of the stream. Excellent guy. Man, you need to go check this guy out. He flies around, he does screenshots, he does the photo shots for Elite Dangerous, and he takes some great shots. Very knowledgeable. So please do me a favor, go over, click his link, give him a follow. Leave his notification bell on. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. How are you doing this morning, sir? Hope you are doing well. Let's see. I'm sorry. For you, it's evening, I do believe. Morning, Chakota. How are you doing today? Thank you. Building yourself up to shovel some snow. Well, I think I got about 2.5 inches outside now. We got some come in yesterday. I know we got more snow last night or yesterday that we weren't supposed to be getting. And then we got freezing rain on top of it, so that makes it even more fun. And then lo and behold, they decided to change our weather forecast. Yeah, we're getting more snow this weekend. And the stuff we have isn't going to melt because we're not getting above 25 degrees. It's been a while since we had a snow that's stuck like this. Okay, so we are dismissing our ship. There she goes. Getting her out of the range. Hey, just telling it like it is, Commander. Just telling it like it is. Doing all right. Tired of the insomnia? I'm sorry, Chakota. I have to deal with that myself with the seasonal changes. Spring to summer and summer to fall, I'm always like that. That's where I'm getting maybe an hour's sleep at night if I'm lucky. I know some people get a lot less than that, but and high school I used to get by with 2 hours sleep at night. Between working a part-time job, playing baseball, and doing all my studies, yeah, that was very problematic. It was one day I did a bunch of that stuff about 16, 18 days straight, and my mom, I was so tired I fell asleep one night. My mom let me sleep through a day. I slept 36 hours. I went to bed Tuesday night, woke up, it was sometime Thursday, and it's like I had a math test I was supposed to be taking. That I don't have to deal with snow. Yeah, Jeep, you're lucky. But you see, now that you've said it, now you've cursed it. So now you will be getting some. Now you will. 4 to 5 inches here in central Scotland. It's 11:20 a.m. Sorry, Commander. For some reason, I was thinking you were in Australia. I apologize about that. So yes, good morning to you, sir. Luckily, we don't have enough outside to have to worry about the snowing because for some reason the walks keep melting, but they ice back up again the next day. Our streets are horrible. I watched one car make a corner right here where I live, and I swear he almost slipped into a ditch, but I know this guy. He can't drive anyway. So that's probably all his doing. Of course, I was going to laugh at him if he did it because this guy is, man, he is just reckless. When he turns a corner, he comes completely in the other lane. He just don't know how to drive. People say I don't, but, I was raised in Louisiana. I've got an excuse. I'm up all afternoon in the evening through the night to fall asleep in the morning. It's like 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, 3 to 4 hours still is decent amount. It's not enough, but it's still a decent amount. There were some times where I was like that, where I was getting an hour, hour and a half of sleep at night, and during the day, I was having to take kind of like a 15-minute power nap and I hate using that term, but that's the only way to describe it, where I just passed out for about 10 to 15 minutes and I woke up and I was good to go for about another 5 hours. 10 to 12 inches, Imfried, keep it. Keep it. I don't need that. It's been a while since we had snow like that here. In Kansas, we haven't been getting that much snow lately. Past couple years? Last time we got a major snow was about 5-6 years ago. It's in the 70s all week, almost 80s Thursday. Jeep guy, man, that's, you shouldn't be telling us that. That's not good. That's not good. That's not nice, man. We're going to be in single digits for the most part. I got wind chills Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that are supposed to be in the, negative teens. I think Friday's supposed to be somewhere around negative 25. Hey, Rick's MLC, how are you doing? Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I spent my youth in the Middle East, so I'm definitely prefer the climate of Australia. We stopped in Australia when I was in the U.S. Navy. I loved it there. I absolutely loved it. I didn't want to leave. I'll admit that one. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay. I absolutely loved it. Man, they were so mad at me. Hey, Riven. Can't drive, talk about Corvus. No. I'm driving while talking. I'm just having to avoid all the big rocks along the way. It'd be different if the road was nice and clear, but it isn't. Blaze Butterfly, don't want it. She said, send it to you. No, you tell her thank you very much, but that's one thing I really don't want. Okay. Absolutely not. I don't need that. Thank you for the offer, though, but no thanks. So let's see. We're going to come up here. We're going to make some friends because we know we're going to make some friends. Is this one of these terminal locations where there's about 4 or 5 different places? I know we come across one yesterday that had 3 that kind of surprised me. I've got to make sure I don't have the wrong mode on because I don't want to shoot this thing. I guess we're going to find out. Well, since no alarms went off. Oh. Well, that was too easy. That was too easy. I'm almost tempted to shoot something to make something shoot at me now. Wow. January 9th, 2019 is when I still lived in Kansas when I plowed snow. Yeah, but see, that's just it, Chakota. Some places get more than others. The northern part of the state's been getting more snow than we have. Heck, Topeka's been getting more snow than we have. That's 60 miles away. We haven't. Where I live, even thunderstorms come up here, and it's like when they get close to I-35, they break up and they reform on the opposite side of us. We've got these huge bands of storms that come in that stretch for miles, and when they get to 35, they just separate, go completely around the interstate, go completely around our town, and then reform to the east. And we're sitting here needing the rain. We don't get anything. You're back? Yes, sir, Commander. Thank you for the raid yesterday, but my internet is... Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, my internet, I had issues with them in December. The entire month of December. Gave up trying to stream because my upload speeds were somewhere around 2.4 megabits per second. And it was worse than a slideshow, so I stopped even attempting it. And my buddies all knew I was furious about it too, because they knew I wanted to stream. Let's see, we're about 2 kilometers out. We want to get another kilometer to get away from this place. Just to make sure for no fines, no shots. Oops, I hit that one. Oh, accidentally hit the handbrake, I guess. But yeah, Ricks, I am sorry to hear that, sir. I really am. Well, have a good stream. I'm off for work now. All right, Jeep, you take it easy, sir. You have yourself a good day. And we'll talk to you later on. Actually, I was chewing my cable company out quite badly just about every day. Especially the days they were telling me, but maintenance came out there. They fixed your issue. It's like, really? Sent them a screenshot of what my speed test was, and, you know, does this look like it's been fixed to you? This looks like the speed I'm paying for? And then the part that really ticked me off was when they fixed it finally at the end of December, New Year's Eve even. The only credit they wanted to give me for my downtime wasn't all 18 days. It was just the days that I was supposed to have a service tech come out. That's all they wanted to give me credit for. And that little billing agent and I were having words. I was not going to pay for service that I was not receiving. I was paying for my 50 megabits per second upload, and 2.4 just wasn't cutting it. Not if you're wanting to charge me my full bill. I just called their tech support to report it again. They'll look into it. Oh, wow. At 0.8, I had that issue also at a different time, but man, with that speed, my modem never really stayed connected. It would connect for a few seconds, it would disconnect, and pages would only half load. We couldn't read the news, we couldn't do anything. We were like that for about 2 weeks one time. It was absolutely horrible. And the thing is, though, is that we don't realize how much we actually rely on the internet for everything until we don't have it. I forgot what it was like to, have to go to the library to look everything up. You know, knowledge was either determined, it was gained by that or talking to somebody. And we relied on the internet now for everything. It's always so good when we got everything right there at our fingertips where we don't have to leave home. And yeah, when my modem was connecting and disconnecting it, when I had those very low speeds like that, man, I was having to call companies on the phone to pay my bill because I couldn't access their websites online. And that's how I pay just about everything now. I think the only check we ever write anymore is to our city for the utility bill because they want to charge us something like 15% fee for the bill. Told them the service charge is a little too much for it. Yeah. Well, I can't clip it, but I give you the timestamps and the font to go back and see it in chat. Wow, man. Wow. I still can't believe he did that. He's always so careful about that. That must have really scared the crap out of him for him to accidentally unzip all that stuff. There we go. I'm glad your yours is working now too, though. Looks clear and smooth. Yeah, in the middle of it, they were giving everybody who had a certain package a free upgrade. We went from 500 down and 35 up to 1 gig down and 50 up. But still, what are you supposed to do when it's 2.4 up? There's not much you can do. And that was the part that aggravated me, was the fact that I had plans to stream all through December and get everything all set up, and you know, made some serious changes to the streams because I didn't really take them all that seriously at the time. And I was to the point where I wanted to. I had everything set up, and believe me, that downtime, I did use it. I used it quite a bit. Made significant changes to equipment, scenes, a whole bunch of other stuff. Wait, I should not have targeted the planet yet because we are... Wrong one. Getting off this planet's surface. Who unzipped a bunch of folders? Apparently Jimmy did. Apparently Jimmy did, Chakota. I'll probably be hearing about it sometime this morning. And my number was wrong. It's 3.9 million files. Dude, you said 3,000. That's a big difference. Yeah, Chakota. Farm Sim. According to Imfried, there were some jump scares going on in DC's stream last night, and that would be the night that I went to bed early. So I missed out on the fun. Actually, I believe that's one thing I'm probably glad I missed out on him because, you know, kind of would have laughed a little bit, but not let him know. Just so, you know, just let him know, hey, I feel your pain. Yeah. And knowing him like I do, I know exactly what he was saying. I can see Casey coming out of his bedroom going, language, language. Yeah. Casey is my best friend's youngest son, and absolutely adorable kid, smart as a whip. Yeah, he calls his dad on language all the time. I'm sure last night he was calling him on it quite a bit. Oh wow, I still can't believe he did that. I'm sure he's got backup files though, because I mean that's going to be damn. I mean, I've accidentally deleted files, but I've never done anything quite like that. Probably the exact thing anything would be saying when they accidentally unzip their entire mod folder after working on it for 2 hours. Yeah, yeah, because he was going to make some changes to his mods on his server today or yesterday, and yeah. But you know, you make a mistake like that only one time, then you're always careful where you never do it again. Request stocking. I remember one of my friends back in mid 90s, his sister was doing something, and I was over at their house helping them, and I typed in the command to format a drive, which was a 3.5 inch floppy disk, with /s for it to put the command system into it onto it, and instead of it formatting the A drive, it formatted her hard drive instead. But the thing is, though, is that before I hit the enter button, I made sure that it said what I wanted it to say. And she saw it and he saw it, but somehow this thing still did not format the floppy drive. It formatted the hard drive itself. After it started, we couldn't stop it. He muted the stream shortly after that because they kept setting them off. Wow. Yeah, mistakes. Make that mistake only one time. Yeah. Well, you know, during life, mistakes make us who we are today, but we have to make those mistakes to learn from them. We've all made mistakes where it's like, my God, I can't believe I did that. But we learn from it. We always make sure I never quite want to do that again. what he did, it was one of those things. I have never done one of these missions before, but I think we're going to. Excuse me just one moment. One of my dogs is snoring so loud, I think y'all could hear it because I could hear it across my headphones. I mean, he is out like a light, too. Okay, we're going to do this mission that I've never done before. So we are going to go try to find and retrieve this artwork. Because it's a Federation mission and I could use the rank up. So we're going to go see. Excuse me. Yes, I normally don't drink Coke first thing in the morning, but without any water in the house, I can't make coffee. Can't have any water to drink. Because my wife decided last night she was going to wash the water pitcher and she didn't put it back in the refrigerator. She didn't fill it. DMG me the timestamps. All right, Imfried. Believe me, I will be checking that out. Yeah, it's not really something I'll probably mention it to him one time and then just kind of forget about it because, we don't want to. Well, okay. I'll rub it in a little bit, maybe in about 6 months' time. Unless he does it again. Man. All right, one thing I'm going to do right here is I am going to turn off planetary hanger. We don't need the hanger because we are probably going to need that power. So we'll find out. We'll find out. Probably should be using a smaller ship for this. Something just a little bit faster. I was getting kind of nervous doing new missions, something I've never done before because I'm not sure exactly what to expect. Oh, shipping lane carrier gateway to Tabala 12G. Okay. So somewhere between here and there is going to be our right. We are looking. I guess it's going to be a new signal source somewhere. There's my little white blip. We got a white targeting box. No idea what I'm looking for. Light. All of 12. Coded emissions. I believe that may be it. Probably wrong, but that may be it. Guess we'll find out in just a little bit if I'm wrong. So tell me, Imfried, when he did that, what were you doing? Laughing? I know, I probably would have been, but not quite letting him know that. Makes up for what he wanted to send me. Yeah, so is DC. Yeah, I sent him a coffee mug he got yesterday. I thought it wasn't going to receive. He was not going to. I didn't think he was going to get it for another 10 to 12 days, and he ended up getting it yesterday. Well, after the short break, it appears I've been shanghaied to make an igloo with the kids. All right, Commander, go have fun with your kids out in the snow. You take it easy, sir. Have yourself a good day. Oh, he had his wife open it because he was afraid to. He had asked me one time if he could open it on stream, and I said yes and no. Yeah, you can open it. No, you can't show it. And he was like, well, that's not an answer. It's like, well, that's the best you're going to get. But I want to stay in the warp. Ah, but kids grow up so fast. You got to spend time with them, though. I don't have any collection limpets though. Only question I have is the rest of the stuff out here free game? Oh, that's right there. 4 of them. We're back. Gotta go wake up blazing. All right, Imfried. All right, Commander Orange Phoenix. You take it easy, sir. Have yourself a good time with the kids. That's number 2. Well, hydrogen fuel's not quite mine, but make a couple extra bucks salvage along the way. Clothing isn't mine either. Got that one that's far off over there. No! It's number 3, and this is my last one. I should have known the last one would be way away from everybody else. Yes, 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 I know. We have to return. They're coming. They're coming. Let's see. One of them dropped off someplace else? Oh, okay. Whoops. Now we can. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Of course, there was nobody shooting at me at the time. It wasn't that bad. Why is my hand shaking? That was actually kind of interesting. I think the most awkward part about that was actually finding them. Yep. Finding those was the most awkward part. Let's see. Our rank is Allied 100% and 100% Petty Officer. So, yes, we should go up in rank quite a bit. Hopefully. Welcome back, Infried. One of the things I like about this planet here in particular is I had a marble that looked like that when I was a kid. Never found another one just like it either. That was a one of a kind. That's when we could buy bags of marbles for 10 cents. They were real marbles, not this, I don't know, porcelain stuff they have nowadays. Request stocking. My grandmother kept all of those things. I've got massive containers for marbles in the other room from when I was a kid. My grandfather worked at a chemical plant. He would bring back the steel ball bearings when the bearings would come apart. Yeah, he'd bring those home to me. Every time we went to the store, she'd buy me a bag of marbles. She knew that's what I liked. Me and my friends would get together. We'd shoot marbles. My grandma would get down there. She'd shoot marbles with us. So you grew up with lots of marbles to lose. Really, Infrared? Really? I can't say I lost them. They're all still in the other room. Okay, a couple of them got misplaced, but I still got all my marbles in the other room. Yep. I didn't lose all my marbles. No, sir, I did not. What is it they say? Bull riders start out with a bunch of marbles in their mouth, and every time they complete a ride or get thrown off, they spit one out. So eventually they lost all their marbles. Yeah, I'm not that bad. I'm now Chief Petty Officer. That was easier to gain rank like that than it was in the actual Navy. And they just, and the frocking ceremony, when you first got your chevrons, go along and everybody who's got one, either tags your arm or punches you right there. And they had this one guy, he must have, Dilly, thank you very much for the host, sir. Good morning. He really ticked off one of the machinist mates, and oh, when he tagged him, this guy was built like a tank. He broke the guy's arm. We were no longer allowed to do that aboard ship. I mean, we watched it. He reared back, and he just point of impact. All you heard was that snap, him scream, and everybody just kind of. But we all knew it was coming. He didn't do it to anybody else, just him. This little guy, he used to aggravate this machinist mate all the time. All the time. He used to antagonize him. Guy always used to tell him, man, you need to quit because one day I'm going to get you back. Yeah, well, he did. Nobody really did him anything. I mean, he didn't get punished for it. He didn't get reprimanded for it. It just happened, and that was it. But we don't need to scan the system, a nav beacon. So enjoy the voyage for a few seconds while we go up over and when we find this place, we go land and this time hopefully not get blown up. We'll turn the vehicle hangar back on. Power it back up. Oh yeah, medium security. This one's gonna be good. Now this is the one we're gonna get shot at. They will add my legacy to their own. Yeah, it came down a little too steep. Just a little too steep. Leo goes boom boom in his moon buggy 2 days in a row. No, I haven't blown up yet, so you can't say 2 days in a row yet. Not yet. Not yet. I know you're looking forward to it, but you still can't do it yet. Yes. No. Oh, you're putting the gree on me, and man, you can't be doing that. No gree. Nope. 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 Keep it up. I'm going to have to send some of my friends down to New Orleans. Get some voodoo stuff. Just means you're not going for like two. Look, okay, I lost 2 SRVs yesterday. Okay. Still not sure what happened to the second one, but we're not going to go boom boom today. At least not. Hopefully not. Okay, we're going to leave it as hopefully not. But hey, everybody got a good laugh out of it. Or the landing gear. Always do. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, Infreed. The clips prove it. Clips prove it, sir. Clips do. They don't lie. I've got enough of them from you. Going down steadily, 200 meters in closing. Morning, Blaze of Butterfly. How are you doing this morning, ma'am? Hope you are doing well. Just gonna let you know your husband's making fun of me already this morning. Excuse me. I don't know where that gnat came from. Okay, first thing is the ship. There she goes. We don't want analysis mode. That's what we want. We want to blow her up. Oops. That was right. Oops. I'm going to change that to analysis mode so we could quit accidentally shooting things. Oh, she knew that already? Yeah, that's less than a 2-week period. Yeah, he's really been aggravating me. He has been. He's been making fun of me left and right. He's just mean. He's mean. I'm doing pretty good this morning, Blazing. Thank you for asking. That's okay. As much grief as I give everybody else. I'm, you know, bound to have it thrown at me sooner or later. Gotta have it thrown at me sooner or later. That's why I can come back at you later. There we go. Okay, now we close the cargo scoop and try to avoid getting blown up. I guess I wasn't far enough away from it like I thought it was. But all I could say is payback. So whatever it is coming. Yes, ma'am. It's not on you. No, ma'am. Not at all. Not at all. You know, I told Jimmy what you said about all I needed to do was contact you to get your address, and he laughed. Jimmy laughed because the fact that you were selling him out. And we were just laughing over that fact. All right. We want to try to keep our hull in one piece because we. It's like this approach isn't too bad. Don't have that many big rocks in the way yet. Either whisper me or whisper. Oh, yes, ma'am. I sure will. Yes, ma'am. Rest assured, I gladly will. Go ahead and grab these things while we're here. Right. Now we've retracted that, and let's make sure. There we go. There we go. And I can't wreck out here. There's no AAA. Got here sooner if I hadn't been playing Geology Expert and playing with the rocks. Somehow with this, I feel like I'm playing that old arcade game I used to play back in the 80s, Moon Buggy. Trying to remember exactly how it went. I know you jumped over craters, and I think you had laser turrets shoot at you, and you had to shoot back at them. And you could jump over their rifle bullets, their little laser beams. Man, I was always sinking money in that one. That and Berserk. I always liked the big, bouncing, smiling ball, evil Otto that would chase you down. Which 80s? 16, 17, 18, or 19? Infree, bite me. Okay. I'm 53. Okay. I'm not 253. I am 53. I wasn't around during the Civil War. And unlike what Jimmy says, I was not there when Noah built the ark. Now that's actually one game I wish they would re-release. I don't know if Stern is still in operation or if they've sold the rights to their games, but that is one game I would like to see remade. Man, I sunk so many quarters in that game. I have no idea how much money I gave to him. He would know. Here's your go for. Wow. Really? Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell him you said that. All right. Well, one thing we're going to do right here is we are going to turn on night vision. Turn. What the? Don't ask me where that came from. I don't know. I mean, I know G-Force popped that up, but I hit no control buttons for that. I'm sitting silently in the kitchen with your coffee. Yes, ma'am. I know you're being innocent. Okay. Like the best escape route's going to be that way. So, oh crap. I didn't jump that one. Trying to maintain level drops, and that's not exactly helping. No, 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 no. Yeah, that allowed them to catch up to me. I don't have to worry about my hull blowing up from them. I'm doing a good enough number on it myself. Oh, did I just turn around and go right back to this place? Yeah, I did. That's not good. I did a circle when I spun out. Nope. 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 Yeah, I should have turned around and started shooting it. I should have. I think next time that's exactly what we're going to do. Well, it happened. Yeah, I think next time I am going to fight them. Next time I am going to have to fight them. See if I can survive them that way. Oh, we're going to go back and do another one. We are going to go back and do another one. I intend to. We are going to go back. We are definitely going to go back. MS Buck One, how are you doing today? Welcome in. We are. We're going to turn this in. We're going to go get another one, and we are going right back. I'm a glutton for punishment. Moment. So you going for your second explosion today? Well, this one I intend to fight back. This one I do intend to fight back. Because I knew when I was scanning it, I had one over there, but when I saw number 2 and number 3, it was like, crap. I don't know where the other two exactly came from because I didn't think they flew back over there that fast, but I was clearly wrong. I was wrong. Yes, we will be fighting back. Quest stocking. Well, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Buy your stock now in the SRV market because I will single handedly make you rich. That's right. That's right. Did you open your cupboards to expose the pipes to the heat? That will help. Not yet. I think I know what my situation is. My situation is actually um, what it is. Some of my pipes that come into the house are running through a solid concrete slab. We had a water leak. Kind of like the middle of last year where we had to dig up 2 sections. And I mean, when I say dig up, I mean dig up. 1.5 foot across and 1 foot down. One section actually had to go about 16 inches down 1.5 feet, close to 1.5 feet. The people who built the extension on the house where our mudroom is, where the hot water heater is, we thought they ran the pipes underneath it, and it's kind of like a hollow shell. Well, it wasn't. It's solid, and it sank over the years. So I think that concrete is part of the problem because the main water line coming into the house goes through it. I think that's where the problem lies. We didn't get lights off. We didn't get hay bales this year like we had done the previous years because we weren't expecting the winter to be this bad. In fact, last year it was quite mild. So we didn't do anything. And all the previous years, we put hay bales around the extension on the house where the mudroom is, and we never had a problem. This year, there's a problem. And unfortunately, we can't get hay bales right now because they're all sold out. So far, you have a 1 or 2. You're doing better than your 2-for-2 ratio. Imfried, and bite me, dude. Bite me. It's a good thing I like you. Okay. Career economics. No. We want to go. Okay. We want to go back to the planets. Okay. We're looking for someone who could cut the power in a certain settlement. Oh, that's going back to the same area. Oh. Oh, it's not going to give it to me. Oh, requirements not yet met. Oh. Oh, come on. You should let me do it. Did you pay off your bounty? Oh, 600 credits. Chicken feed. No, 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 no. That was the wrong thing. I didn't accept that mission to cancel it that quickly. No, no, no. That's about as bad as unzipping all your mod files in Farm Sim. Nope. Don't know. Can't have that. Can't have that. This would be like driving an 18-wheeler, you know. Bigger vehicle has the right of way. And no, I did not always drive that way. Luckily, I was only in 2 wrecks in the 5 years I was driving, and those were not my fault. I had somebody one time hit my rig while I was at a truck stop eating. Of course, they were nice enough to drive off. But another driver got all their information. I'm still thankful to him for that because that saved me a lot of headache. And the second one was clearly my fault. Because I let a little trainee drive when I knew I shouldn't have. So yeah, I had to take the blame for that one. Even though he was driving and he did it, I still got the tagged for it. Okay, well, nav beacon, nav beacon, nav beacon. Unexplored, unexplored. Compromised nav beacon. Wonderful. Okay. Compromised nav beacon it is. Since we aren't sure exactly what our target is yet. Nope. No idea. We shall soon find out. 3F. Get up over to the planet, then we got to scan it to find where our target is. I forgot. Stealing data? Okay. Planetary scan. We'll try to keep from going boom again this time. And drones, I do intend to fight back. God. Chuck H850, thank you very much for the subscription. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Subscription is greatly appreciated, and welcome to the Delta Fleece. Perks of working on a grocery store. Make sure you grab a few boxes of markdown. Doing good, getting ready for work. Well, I hope you have yourself a good day, sir. Imfried, I used to work at a grocery store when I was in high school. I used to work with the Night Stalkers. We used to close at midnight. I used to crush their boxes at 5 o'clock in the morning before I went to class. I'd go to work at 5, I'd clean up, leave there, go to school. Only had 4 hours because it was my senior year, and then I'd go back to work for a while, unless I had baseball. And man, these guys, when they got hungry in the middle of the night, man, they'd slash open boxes of cookies and take some, and they wanted a Coke, they'd accidentally smash open a couple cans, drink some, but they'd always put them in the baskets where I could find them. And I always knew that it came from them, because if it was something that was open that they didn't open, believe me, they had a way of marking them all to let me know. They kept me well fed. I had snacks out the wazoo from them. All right, we're doing our little probing here of the planet. Yeah, and whenever they accidentally mess something up, I covered up for them. I was able to always get rid of the evidence because the compactor and the baler were always under my controls. Yeah, we were. It was pretty good. All right. So we've got our. That's our target. Let's see, if there's only one settlement there, this has got to be the one. Yep, it's got to be the one. There she is. Let's turn around so we can get a look and see where she is. Okay. She's on the back side of the world. Yeah. The store manager one day used to complain that the mailing room looked bad. It wasn't the fact that it wasn't clean. He was just upset that the floor back there was kind of grungy looking and that's pretty much black. But the thing is, though, is that we couldn't mop and squeegee the stuff up, so he wanted it clean. He told us to use whatever was in the store necessary to clean that floor. So me and two other guys, we got together. We figured out how to do it. We made a mustard gas. Yeah, we made mustard gas. Uh, Uric acid for swimming pools, bleach, pine sol, and water just to cut it just enough. And no respirators either. That's probably the reason why I'm kind of loco is the fact that, yeah, that's what we did. We turned that floor white. Cement floor was white. It looked like the tiles inside the store. He came back there one time and he was like, oh, shit, what did you guys do to make the floor look like that? And we didn't tell him. We just told him that you wanted it cleaned. We cleaned it. Yeah, we cleaned it all right. Gave ourselves all a headache. We had to keep the back door open to make sure we could breathe. And he didn't complain. And then he wanted us to do it on the grocery side. It's like I don't think so. That's not a good thing. He wanted us to do the grocery store side of the store, and then he wanted us to do the drug side of the store. And it's like that's not good because people were coming back in there, especially the guys from the meat department, saying we were making them sick. But it worked. We did exactly what he told us to do. He wanted the floor clean. We got it clean. It ate the stuff off of it. It also ate our tennis shoes and turned our pants white. Yeah. And it dried out our skin too. Big time. The rubber soles on our tennis shoes, it actually melted them. But he wanted it cleaned. We cleaned it. Finally, I think it was the third or fourth week of us cleaning it, he got a general idea of what we were using to actually clean the stuff up, and then he started having a problem. Or maybe not. According to Twitch, my bitrate is fine. According to OBS, my bitrate is half of what it should be. Yeah, my bitrate dropped quite a bit. Still not going back up to where it should be, though. So I do apologize to everybody. No, it's not on your end. It's definitely not on your end. So according to Twitch, my bit rate is still 4,000. According to OBS, it's now starting to climb back up from 2,000. So increase our speed up just a little bit because I know the sucker's going to jump a couple more times. This is the first time my bitrate has really jumped around since I got my net fixed. So what I'm afraid of, there it goes. Now she's jumping around again. She goes jumping again. And now we're back to normal. Well, this is also the first time we've had some bitter cold since we had it fixed, so I'm being extremely careful of watching the numbers. Because I had always told them that for some reason, when it got really cold, this is when it really started acting up. Up, 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 up. We're sticking 4 kilometers away. We've got a good landed spot right here. We got lucky with this one. We got real lucky with this one. But you know, that glitch may have been on Twitch's end because everything now is back up to find where it should be. So let me guess. I did not power it back on. I thought I did. Nope, I did not. Or I did and it shuts it down. Okay. Turn on night vision. And we're going to turn off the lights. Don't know why I'm turning off the lights, because the drones will see me and shoot me anyway. So, I mean, okay, my shield is now recharging. Whoop, that's not. What flew past me a while ago? Something definitely flew past me. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I was looking at a different menu, but we're good. Oh, there's my big dip. See, the key thing is whatever happened a while ago, I dropped no frames on. And I should have. That's what makes me think it may have been a Twitch thing. And that was an accident, but these rocky roads kind of remind me too much of roads back home in Louisiana. Potholes galore. They never fixed them. Or they load them up with asphalt and wait for the next rain to come wash all the stuff out. That was their idea of fixing the roads. We just fill them full of asphalt, hand tamper them down, and then, hey, it rains, they wash out. We've already fixed it. We'll just take it off our list and put it at the bottom again. Did that? Oh, son of a... This mother... I thought it was through jumping, and it wasn't. It's very possible. It's hard to believe how big Twitch is having. They're having a lot of issues. And their thing is that they keep adding more and more features, and some of the features that they're adding, I don't think the rest of the back end is enjoying. It's the reason why we have things shutting down, people who can't go live, people who can't disconnect, and people who aren't streaming who are showing as live. The other day, I was hosting somebody who wasn't even streaming. Okay. All right, so we're going to see exactly what's going on here. Okay, I see no drones flying around. I also know that don't mean crap. Don't tell me they're having another temperamental Tuesday. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know, but I had that tremendous dip and everything's back to normal now. Make sure we're in analysis mode. Sounds like R2D2 right now. Okay, well. Now what? What are those? Oh, bio waste canisters. Well, we definitely are not messing with that. Okay, we're going to go out about 3 kilometers and recall our ship. And since we're not being shot at, we'll get some flight practice. That wasn't that great of a landing, but hey, we're still upright. I finally have enough saved up to buy the house on the moon. I'd buy it. Just have a vacation home away from everybody. We're going to come down hard on this one. Okay, we're at 2.5K. Oops. That did not happen. Nope. That was a figment of your imagination. You all have to remember, I am not a member of the Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy. Never have been. I'm in a mood buggy with low gravity. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Well, we're far enough out. We'll recall our ship now. Now we're going to wait for her to come down and land. One of my dogs has decided to lay down and put his head on my pillows. He keeps saying that, but he was one of the founders. I was not one of the founders. All I did was create the commercial ad. That's all I did. That's all I did. Well, I could see it's down. What, it couldn't come closer to where I was? I was 3.25 clicks away, and now I'm back to 2.25. I think I'm off centered. No, that's me. I think that logo at the top of your screen tattles on you actually. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm a Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy graduate. That's not what that means. But thank you though. Thank you. Okay, we got our landing gear up. We're going to go for a 45-degree up bubble. We're no longer mass locked. And let's get into orbit. Things are looking good. I have no alarms going off. I don't have parts flying off my ship. And if you notice, Imfried, I have only lost the SRVs. I have not lost my starship. Okay, we are continuing to climb into space. And starting our jump back home. How do we know that's not the official graduation seal? But you see, it isn't the official graduate seal because of the fact the documents for the graduation certificates are still being created by DC Sparks. Nice try. Nice try, Blazing. Nice try. But DC is making the graduation certificates. The only thing I ever made were the tickets for the Red Dirt Ranch Airlines. The No Frills airline. That's right. Where when you get close to your destination, you are given a parachute where you can either jump, be pushed, or have a cattle prod jab you out of the plane. Yes. Because it's a no frills airline, there's no bathrooms, no seat belts, no airsick bags. And in the event of there's going to be an accident, just put your hands in the air, wave them all around. Doesn't really help, but it sure is funny as hell. Parachute, please. Oh, the parachutes were actually packed by other Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy graduates. They also designed and built the plane and fly it. Yes. And when you buy your ticket, you get your complimentary RC Cola and moon pie. Yep. What's so bad is that so many people listen to his little joke promos I make that they don't know what a moon pie is. Moon pie, wagon wheels, I forget what else. And because he was supposed to be going to TwitchCon Amsterdam last year that got canceled, he was actually going to bring 3 or 4 boxes of moon pies with him just to pass out to people so that they knew what a moon pie really was. Never mind, I decided not to fly with that airline after all. Well, it's a no frills airline. It most of the time gets you to your destination. Request docking. I've got plans for a couple more joke promos. One of them is going to be about 4 minutes long. That's how bad it's going to be. Last time I flew, we almost had to make emergency landing to Texas due to windstorm. Let's see. Last time I flew, I went to go see Jimmy up in June. We had no issues with that flight. But there was one flight where we boarded the plane. Then there was a problem because they couldn't close the cabin door. There was a problem with the seal. And they got that fixed. Then there was a problem with the cargo hold. One of the seals wouldn't fasten. They got it fixed. They got the door closed. We had to abort takeoff because that same cargo door signaled that it was actually open. So we had to abort the takeoff. We had to taxi back in. They had to confirm it was a bad sensor. They fixed it. We took off a second time. This time we actually got off the ground and had to circle back around and go back and land. Because even though they changed the sensor, it still signaled that the door was open. Yeah. They ended up putting us all up for the night because that was supposed to be the last flight out of Dallas going back to New Orleans. So we had to stay in Dallas overnight. I had to call my boss the next day and tell him I'm not going to make it home. He's like, why? I'm still in Dallas. I told him all this stuff and he goes, I don't believe you. So I had him write something up at the airport so I could take to him so he'd believe me. Yeah. That was your first time flying? My first time flying, we were skirting a thunderstorm and lightning struck the wing. And I was sitting right beside it. right beside the wing, the window, and I saw it. Yeah, all the lights went off on the plane, and everybody's like, flight attendants were walking around. It's okay. It's okay. The lights in the cabin are supposed to go off if this happens. It's all okay. Yeah, my first time flying. Yeah. Didn't deter me in the least bit. Not at all. My mom used to think I was nuts because shortly after that, I'd go up in the little puddle jumper planes and skydive. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely afraid of heights. I can't get on top of the house without having a fear of falling off the ladder, but I can jump out of an airplane and parachute back down to earth. Her idea of reckless, jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Well, it's fun. It was very fun. I always enjoyed it. Let's see. We could take that. Let's make sure we actually have the cargo space. Oh, I forgot I had those. Man, I've been hauling them around everywhere. Okay. Take this one. And notice, Siegfried, I'm actually picking up my cargo. Always make sure to say that. Okay, we're going to the main system. You haven't gotten on a plane since then? But the thing is, though, flying on a plane is so much safer than being in a car. Now, you think that's bad? Why don't you try being on a naval... Rafiki, thank you for the 150 bits and actually waking me up now. For some reason, I was about to blame Imfried for it because I'm so used to him doing it. But thank you very much, Rafiki. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Oh, yes, sir. You woke me up. Boy, boy, boy. I was about to say, just wait until you've been on a naval vessel that's 300 feet long that breaks down in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The rest of the fleet has to go on, and you're sitting there waiting for a tug to come take you back into Pearl Harbor for repairs. Told you I'm broke this week, so I can't hit you with them. I'm used to you doing it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Rafiki. And Imfried, I forgot. Okay, I've slept since then, since you told me that yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, I think. I've slept since then. I slept last night. I forget everything when I sleep. Might have been that. Yeah, we were like that. Our power plant overheated, and when it did, it shut down, and we didn't have the parts necessary to make repairs, and we got stuck out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So we're just sitting there bobbing along, had just enough power to keep the desalination plants going and have hot food and some lights in there. We even had the radars at CIC shut down. And the tug came up hooked to us to pull us back into Pearl Harbor. Man, everybody was getting seasick because we were just at the mercy of the waves, just bobbing everywhere. Well, the 225-foot ice cutter for the Coast Guard. Yeah. All right. One thing I liked about the Navy was when we had beach party. That's when the aircraft carrier flew over beer to all the ships, and anybody who didn't have duty could jump in the ocean and swim. And we had watches out all along the side of the ships with rifles looking for sharks. Anytime there was a shark, there was an alarm called out, and they shot that shark. Those were a lot of fun. Not often anybody could say they went swimming out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Request stocking. Or being underage and having beer, because we had a couple guys who were underage and nobody said anything, because I mean we were out in international waters. Technically the only law we had was the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and it's not like any of us were going to say anything. So, I mean, those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the good days. Let's put it that way. We had some days that weren't exactly that great. Well, let's just see if we've got anything going back. There probably isn't anything. Klaus Hub. Yeah, we'll take it. Different station, same system. Ooh. Same station as the other one. We are looking. We are looking. That's a planetary one. We're not going to do planetary right now. All right, we've already refueled, so we're going back home. We don't need to worry about that. So we scroll down the list, and there she is. Have to remember we're going to a different station instead of our usual. Did you do 4 years? I did 22 in the Coast Guard. I did 4 years only because they would not let me off the ship. I wanted to transfer to a cruiser or destroyer, and my captain kept denying my request. So when my enlistment was coming to an end, because he was trying to talk me into staying, I wouldn't. And I told him that that was the reason why I was leaving. No, he wasn't an ass. We were always short of operations specialists, our radar operators, and the whole time I was there on the ship for about the 3 years, we were always shorthanded. We were 6 understaffed. That's how bad we were. And he didn't want to be 7th. He didn't want to be a 7th. I mean, he was a really nice guy. He really was. He cared about his crew. He did. But he also didn't want to lose me. Because I did that. I did intelligence work for the ship. And there were so many things I did wasn't even funny. And that was the problem with us being so short-handed. Like I said, he was really a nice guy. He was. Our XO, on the other hand,
He was a jerk. He would always sign the request form because he wanted to get rid of me. I was glad to get away from him. Yeah, we had just got some, what was it? It was an Arleigh Burke. It was an Aegis class cruiser. And that's what I wanted to transfer to. Ship I was on, the keel was laid 2 months before I was born. Yeah. When I gave up the Coast Guard, takes 4 guys to replace you. See, the thing is, though, when I left, they had to find somebody else to train and replace me as the intelligence guy. Now, after I left, the ship only remained in service for another year and a half before she was decommissioned. So, I mean, I really didn't know what the deal was, because my real intention, was to stay in and retire. But I wanted to experience different classes of ships, and they wouldn't let me off the fast frigate. It's like, I can't. Ooh. I mean, I remember I had just gotten married, and I told my wife that at the time, that I wanted different classes of ships. I didn't want to stay on the same one. She asked me what I was going to do, and I told her, well, probably get out and go back home. Request stocking. But you see, my ex was also from Louisiana, so I mean, she didn't mind. She didn't care much for Southern California. I didn't care much for it either. Weather was nice, though. Just wasn't my type of place. I mean, it might sound kind of petty, but I really wanted off that vessel. I really wanted off of it. I was friends with just about everybody on board, and there's still a lot of good guys that I still remain in contact with today. My best friend on that ship was, the guy's name was Zindash, and I just found out that he had passed away a couple years ago, and I didn't know. When I first got to the ship, we were stationed in Japan, and everything was fine. And somehow, when we transferred back to the States, they had messed up my records, and part of the records that they messed up and didn't send were my pay records. So we were going to go into dry docks. We had to go to Treasure Island and offload all of our weapons. And we decided to stop for 3 or 4 days in San Francisco. No pay. So he would take me out on the town. And when they finally got the pay taken care of, I paid him back for everything. He was up there, no. I mean, he actually trained me in my job more than just what little bit that they taught us in the school. They did teach us quite a bit, though, but he showed us the real practical use of it. I miss him. He was kind of like me. He told you what he thought, and if he thought you were an ass, he came right out and told you, you are. But he and I had lost contact about 10 years ago, and I could never find him because I tried searching for him. And when I finally found him, I was so happy I finally did. I was ready to make contact with him, and then I found that he had passed away. But he was always kind of a free spirit. He liked doing his own thing. Yeah, it's okay. We all know that's part of life, but we know it's just part of life. Hey, Silver, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Silver Architect 78 to the stream. Great friend of mine, fellow commander. Excuse me. Fellow commander on Elite Dangerous. If you don't know, please click that link over, give a follow, leave us a notification bell on. Make sure you tell him Master sent you over. How have you been doing, Silver? Missing you, sir. Haven't been seeing you online either. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your fiance are doing well. Got to work on a cutter tender and search and rescue. We did everything we were supposed to. We were anti-sub warfare. We did drug interdiction runs. Those were fun. Those were fun because we could actually go faster than some of the Coast Guard vessels. Our rules of engagement were a little bit different from theirs. Did I? Oh. Yeah, I did. I was wondering why I flew right past the station. So. Had array problems, lost all the settings in OBS, and just had no time to reset them back. Hoping tomorrow, Thursday. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. That really does. What was it? It was last week, 2 weeks ago. OBS had reset my cam settings. It lost my chroma key for the green screen. Had everything set up, turned the lights on, set up the green screen, and sure enough, it was there. So I went to go look at the settings, and there was no settings for it. But there had been no update or anything like that. It just completely wiped the settings. And then I realized that the cam settings were also off. I was showing as some kind of a pinkish color. I don't mean like regular flesh tone. I mean, I was pink. Pink. Also, update for OBS worked it all as well. Oh, there's your problem right there. So tell what the update did if it downloaded wrong. A little bit of line noise in a download, and if it doesn't detect it while it's installing it, there's your problem. That's what happened back in early January. I think that Microsoft Windows had downloaded the update when I was having net issues, and something happened. It installed after I had the net fixed, but it put me in a continuous boot cycle. Request docking. Yeah, I'd continue. It'd start to boot up. It would reset and go right back into boot again. Took me 2.5 hours to break it free, remove the last update, and then reinstall it. And everything was fine. But that was a pain because that was 2.5 hours of me cussing. I was ready to stream that day, and 2.5 hours of me cussing. Every time I update OBS, always a problem. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I am. I have never had an issue with OBS updating. I'm not sure exactly what happened when it lost the chroma key settings. I really don't. I'd like to know, but there is absolutely no telling what happened that day. You finally bought and outfitted an Anaconda? Hey, congratulations. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and park our ship right now. Let's see what we're looking like on Explorer rank. Oh, we're Ranger now. Hey, cool. 12% of the rank in the Chief Petty Officer. That's pretty good. Now, I know we got some commodities, so let's sell these things to get them out of our cargo hold. I know we're not going to get anything for them, but they're just taking up space. Okay, 600 credits above average. I'll take that one. We'll hold on to the other two because even though they were free money, I'm still not going to sell them for 221 credits. I don't think so. I can get money for them someplace else. I'll just have to always remember that they're there. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have for today. I wish to thank everybody for coming in this morning. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the bits, the laughs. Oh man, the laughs. The chat. I hope everybody had a great time. Let me go find somebody that we can go share the love with this morning. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, we gotta find somebody new. Let's find somebody new. Oh. Taking a look. I think this is going to be the perfect person right here. Right here. While I get all this set up, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. We will be back tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. And until that time, y'all take care, be safe, have yourselves a great day, and thank you.